Hello everybody, in this video we'll be ranking every single LEGO Marvel Collectible Minifigure. So LEGO Marvel Minifigure theme started all the way back in 2021 when we got the first wave, which was based on the original set of the Disney Plus TV shows. Then back in 2023 we got Series 2, which was also based on the Disney Plus shows coming out at the time, which is a really fun way of doing it because most of these minifigures would never be put into an actual set. So it's really cool and exciting to see these characters in LEGO form, probably for their first and only time unfortunately. So each series gave us 12 minifigures, so 24 in total. Now I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible. I'm basically ranking on the designs of the minifigures, their printing, any new molds used, as well as their accessories. But overall, I think all these minifigures are really great. And there's no bad minifigures, only ones that I slightly prefer less. So let's begin. Coming in 24th place, with a character who I actually really like, we have Monica Rambeau. Now this is based on her first appearance from the WandaVision TV show. And like I said at the beginning, I don't think any of these minifigures are bad, including her. It's just super basic in its design. I love her new hairpiece, as well as the face print is really good. And the torso print is super detailed, she has some arm printing on the sides, but unfortunately nothing for leg printing. And overall her costume and design just isn't anything too exciting, but definitely not a bad minifigure to start off with. Alright, up next we have Goliath from Series 2. Now he is based on his What If appearance, but unfortunately I stopped watching that show because I kind of lost interest during Season 2. So although this minifigure is super detailed like you can see, it has an amazing torso print with dual molded arms, amazing leg printing with dual molded legs, and a really great helmet print. Just for me personally, the design of this character isn't anything too interesting, so even though it is super detailed, I'm still not a big fan. Although getting a Lawrence Fishburne head is really cool to see. And he does also come with a tiny micro Ant-Man. So a really great minifigure in terms of detailing, I'm just not a big fan of the design. Alright, next up we have Gamora as Thanos. Now I really love Gamora as a character, but I think unfortunately she's kind of underrepresented in LEGO sets. We haven't got one for her Endgame look or her Guardians 3 look, which is a real shame. So it's nice to get her here, but I'm not a massive fan of Gamora being Thanos in terms of a concept. So the minifigure is really great. She has a great new head print. She has an amazing new torso print, which is super detailed with some arm printing, as well as a great leg print. So she is a great minifigure, I'm just not a big fan of this design. But hopefully we do get some more Gamoras in normal LEGO sets. And up next, we have Sylvie from Loki Series 1. So I really love the character of Sylvie, and I do like this minifigure. I love the new hair mold with the crown molded in, as well as the broken crown piece is a really great attention to detail. She has a really nice torso print with some really nice arm printing, and I love her green machete. But the design itself is a little bit too dark and a little bit too uninteresting for me. She does also have a second face. So I love the character, I just wish there's a little bit more colour to her design both in the show and in the minifigure. But she does have by far and away one of the best accessories, and that is Croaky. And I just love this little guy. Now, if he had the horns molded in, this would definitely be higher on the list because I'm a big sucker for a cute animal. Alright, up next we have one of my favourite Marvel characters. So it's unfortunate that he's so low on the list. We have Bucky. Well, this is based on his appearance in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And then once again, it's another really nice minifigure. I love the face print. It's definitely the best Bucky face print we've ever gotten. He also has a really nice torso print and leg printing, both super accurate to the TV show. And he also has an amazing arm print, which this is actually the last time we ever got a Bucky with arm printing, because unfortunately the one in the new Civil War set doesn't have it anymore. And for accessories, he gets a knife, which is a great callback to the Winter Soldier, and he also has Captain America's new shield. So a really great minifigure and super detailed, just unfortunately the design isn't anything too interesting, and it's definitely not as cool as his look in the Winter Soldier. Alright, up next we have another one of my favourite Marvel characters, we have Hawkeye. So this is based on his TV show appearance, and this is by far and away my favourite of Hawkeye's outfits from the entire MCU. I love the additional purple colour used for it. This one came with an amazing new hairpiece, which is perfect for Hawkeye, although probably the wrong colour. The torso is amazing. I love the design straight ripped from the comics, and especially the dual molded purple sleeves is really nice. Unfortunately, no leg printing. And for accessories, he gets his quiver and a bow, and he also comes with a really cute owl. So as happy as I am with the design having more purple to it, for me personally, being a big comic book fan, I really want to see Hawkeye with the mask. But this is definitely my favourite of the Hawkeye minifigures. Alright, unfortunately, up next we have one of my favourite X-Men, we have Storm. Now, she is based on the X-Men 97 cartoon, which is probably one of my favourite things Marvel have done in the past few years. And although I love Storm, I'm not a big fan of her white outfit or the mohawk look. So the minifigure does have an amazing new face print, great new torso print as well as some leg printing. And for accessories, she has some lightning coming out of her hands. So it is a really nice minifigure, but I do think the one in the X-Mansion is a little bit nicer because it has the brand new cloak piece. So great minifigure. However, if this was in her black outfit, then this would probably be at the top of the list because I love that design for Storm. Alright, up next we have the God of Mischief, we have Loki in his TVA outfit. Now, even though this minifigure is super simple, I actually really love the design because it's so simple. Because pretty much every single Loki we've got up until this point has his god outfit on with the horns, so it's nice to get a little bit of variety for Loki. So he has a great torso print with him wearing the TVA jacket, as well as he also has variant on the back. And this one by far and away has the best Loki face print, it is so perfect. Especially the second face with that evil smirk. And the hair mold is also perfect for Loki. In terms of accessories, he has a TVA mug, and he also comes with what is my favorite accessory, which is Frog. And because of Frog, it definitely bumps up a few places on the list. As we can see, he is an amazing mold with some amazing printing. He comes with a tiny Mjolnir as well as a cape and a helmet. So I love Loki, and I also love Frog. Alright, up next from Series 2, we have Echo. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't a big fan of her TV show. I didn't actually finish it. But I can't deny this minifigure is really great. She has a really great new face print, as well as an amazing torso print. It is super detailed. Amazing arm printing. As well, she has a brand new leg mold, which is dual molded with some more leg printing on the side of it. And she even has a brand new hairpiece with, once again, some great printing. Now, I actually really love Echo from the comics, and I wish they gave her more of a comic book design with the white hand on her face. But as it stands, this minifigure is pretty much perfect. The level of printing and molding is insane. So a fantastic minifigure, even if I wasn't a fan of the TV show. Alright, up next we have what I think is the most underrated minifigure from this list. We have Werewolf by Night. Now, Werewolf by Night was one of my favorite things Marvel have done since Endgame. It was a really amazing one-off, and I'm also a big fan of classic horror, so I always love when LEGO do horror-based characters. And Werewolf himself is a really great design. He has a brand new head mold with the hair and ears molded in. I love the face print, a really great torso print with some arm printing with the fur, dual molded legs with some ripped pants, and he also comes with a second face. So he's super detailed and super accurate to the TV show. I always just love werewolves in LEGO form, so I think it's a really great minifigure. Alright, up next from Series 1, we have T'Challa as Star-Lord. And this is a really great minifigure because I love Star-Lord's design, especially the helmet. And it's such an amazing mold. This is actually a slight variation with different hair coming through to more match T'Challa's. And it also has great printing on the front. A really nice jacket print, and the legs are perfect. They have Star-Lord's jet boosters on the side there, so they work great for a standard Star-Lord as well. And it comes with the two pistols. And underneath we do get a T'Challa face. So it's a really great minifigure. I love the design. Alright, up next we have quite a controversial character. We have Captain Carter. Now when she first came out, most people really liked her, so did I. But then she kind of became overused in What If, which I think is a shame because they ruined what was a really great character. But that doesn't change the minifigure because the minifigure is absolutely exceptional. She has a great new hairpiece and face print, which obviously would work great for a custom Peggy Carter. Now, being British, I do love the torso print with the Union Jack on the outfit. Great arm printing, as well as great leg printing with dual molding, which would be great for a custom Steve Rogers. In terms of accessories, she gets the Tesseract, and she also gets a shield with the Union Jack on it as well. And like I said, being British is just really cool to have like a Captain America shield with a Union Jack on it. So a really fantastic minifigure with lots of customizing options for other minifigures as well. Alright, up next we have Zombie Captain America. And like I said about Werewolf by Night, I'm a big sucker for horror-based LEGO themes. And I also love the zombie characters. So this is zombified Steve Rogers Captain America from What If, and it has some really great printing. We get the standard Captain America cowl with some damage on it, which works great for a custom endgame cap. He has a really great and detailed torso print, as well as his zombie arm showing. And he also has some dual molded legs, showing some more damage. Now, I believe this is actually the only Steve Rogers minifigure which actually has dual molding, which is really a shame that it is a zombified version. And then taking a look underneath the cowl, it also has an amazing face print. And he does come with a shield variation with damage on it, which also works really well for endgame. So a really great minifigure. I just love the concept of zombie Captain America. And like I said, as a big fan of horror, I just love this minifigure. Alright, up next from Series 2, we have Mr. Knight. And the design of Mr. Knight is just so cool. It's very simple as it's literally just Moon Knight in a suit. But he has an amazing face print. The torso and leg printing also all look great. Now, as the design itself is very basic, there's not much they could do with it, so there's no arm printing or dual molding, but I don't really think it's needed. It also comes with two batons, as well as his fish in the tank, which is a really fun accessory. So although not super detailed, the design is just so sleek and cool. That's definitely higher up on the list. Right, up next, this might be quite controversial, but we have She-Hulk. Now, I know a lot of people hated her TV show, but I actually didn't mind it too much. I didn't really like it, but I didn't really hate it. But I actually did quite enjoy She-Hulk in the show, and I'm a big fan of her from the comics. And I really also enjoyed her design, and I think it looks great in LEGO form. She has a great face print, as well as I love this hairpiece in green. An amazing torso print, which is super detailed. Dual molded arms with her sleeves rolled up. As well as she has great leg printing, which is dual molded. And I love the sneaker design on there. So a super detailed and great minifigure. And in terms of accessories, she has a legal file with the Abomination on it, which is actually really annoying because I've been wanting an Abomination big fig since 2012, and it is extremely unlikely LEGO are going to make one anytime soon. And another accessory she has is a phone when she's ringing Wong. So another amazing minifigure. I love the design as well as there's some really great printing and dual molding. Alright, up next from Series 2, we have another one of my favorite X-Men who I've been waiting for a really long time. We have Beast. So this is based on his X-Men 97 appearance, and I just love this guy. He has an amazing new hair mold with the ears molded in. I love the face print, especially one with the glasses. It's super cute. An amazing torso and leg printing. No dual molding, but I don't think he really needs it. I just love Beast's design, and it's so nice to get more X-Men characters. So maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I just love Beast. I just have a second face. And for accessories, we get a microscope, but the best one is the X-Men mug. So a really great minifigure to get in LEGO form, and he's pretty much perfect in my opinion. And coming up next, we have pretty much the only villain in both of these waves. we have Agatha Harkness. So she is a great minifigure. I love the hairpiece, an amazing face print, a great torso print. As well, she has a great printing on the front and back of the dress piece. And I especially love her second face with the winking expression, which is definitely one of my favorite facial expressions from all these different minifigs. So she's really simple, but I just love the design of Agatha, as well as it's really cool to get a villain. And she also has one of the coolest accessories, which isn't a cute animal. She actually has the Darkhold, which you can open up, and then there's a page on the Scarlet Witch. So a really great minifigure with a really cool accessory. Alright, up next from Series 1, we have White Vision. Now, I love the design of White Vision from the TV show, and they translated it amazingly into LEGO form. He has a great new face print, which is super detailed. Now, interestingly, he actually has a slightly inaccurate face print because he has an orange stone in his head there, whereas in the show it's actually blue, which is pretty ironic because the original version, which was released in the Age of Ultron waves, actually also had an inaccurate gem in his head. That one was blue instead of being orange, so they basically swapped inaccuracies there. But he does have amazing torso and leg printing, as well as he has dual molded arms and legs. So he's a super detailed minifigure, and the White Vision's design is just so cool looking. And for accessories, he came with a laptop, which is pretty lackluster. Alright, in 6th place, we have one of my favorite new characters. We have Kate Bishop. So she has an amazing face print and hairpiece, great torso printing, as well as dual molding on the left arm. And she has great leg printing with side leg printing as well. And she also has a second face print, which is a little bit more damage to it, just like Hawkeye's, which is a really great second print. So super detailed and super accurate to the TV show. And I love her design and how purple it is. She also comes with a quiver, as well as a brown bow. She also has a box of pizza, as well as she comes with Lucky the dog, which is my second favorite accessory behind Frog. So she's a really great minifigure, super detailed, super accurate, and she has some of the best accessories from both waves. Alright, we are finally into the top 5, which are the ones that I feel the most confident about. The rest of them are quite interchangeable. But anyways, coming in at number 5, we have Zombie Hunter Spider-Man from What If Series 1. So this is by far and away the most detailed Spider-Man minifigure ever made. It has a great face print, as well as an amazing torso print with dual molded arms, with the web shoes, which look really good. Dual molded legs with leg printing, as well as side leg printing. So a crazy amount of detailing on this guy. And he also comes with Doctor Strange's cape, which is a really cool accessory. As well as he has some web and a second face of Peter Parker, which is by far and away the best Peter Parker Tom Holland face they have. And unfortunately, they haven't used it since. So he's a really great minifigure, one of the best Spider-Mans ever made. Alright, in 4th place, we have the Scarlet Witch. Now, this was the first time that we saw her in her full Scarlet Witch outfit. It's probably one of my favorite MCU outfits. It's a really great design and a really great minifigure. She has a brand new head mold with the crown molded in, which looks great, a new face print with the glowing red eyes, an amazing torso print with dual molded arms, as well as some really nice leg printing. Now, I just love Scarlet Witch design in WandaVision, and I think this minifigure captures it perfectly. It's super detailed and super accurate, and really great to see in LEGO form. Alright, in 3rd place we have one of, if not my favorite X-Men character. It of course is Wolverine. So once again, this is based on X-Men 97, and in my opinion, this is the definitive Wolverine minifigure. I can't see us getting one anywhere near this level again, unless he comes in a future collectible minifigure series in the brown outfit. So he uses the classic Wolverine mask mold, which is perfect. He has a great new torso print with dual molded arms, with the shoulder pads as well as some hair on the side. Dual molded legs with boot printing, so just super detailed and super accurate to the comics and the TV show. And for accessories, he comes with his claws, of course. He also has a hairpiece, so you can have an unmasked Logan. So for me, this is the definitive Wolverine. And as he's one of my favorite characters, it has to be this high up on the list. Alright, coming in 2nd place, we have Moonknight. Now, Moonknight probably has one of my favorite MCU costumes. It's such an amazing suit. I'm hoping that he pops up again soon in the MCU because it's been quite a few years. He has an amazing hood mold with some printing on top of it. He has a great face print and the torso print is amazing. It's super detailed and accurate. I love the gold highlights all around it. Amazing arm printing with the crescents on the side, as well as he has dual molded boots with tons of more great detailing. And he also comes with his throwing moon stars, I think they're called. And he also has a second face for like a possessed looking Oscar Isaac, which is a great face print. So this minifigure is just perfect. It's super accurate to the TV show, and the TV show's design is such a perfect suit. So that leaves one minifigure left, and it of course is Captain America. So this of course was Sam Wilson's first Captain America suit, and it's definitely my favorite. So this one had a brand new hairpiece, I believe, an amazing face print. This also print is super detailed with amazing arm printing, amazing leg printing with dual molded boots. Again, the printing on it is crazy. It comes with a brand new wing mold, which once again, amazing printing on it, both on the front and the back. And he also comes with Red Wing, which can deattach. And finally, of course, he comes with the shield. So amazing accessories with the wing, the shield, and Red Wing. And the printing is just so good. Definitely one of my favorite Marvel minifigures, and probably one of my favorite minifigures in general. So in my opinion, definitely deserves the #1 spot. Although I would be quite happy with Moon Knight taking it as well. Alright everybody, that is it for my ranking of the LEGO Marvel Collectible Minifigure series. The top 5 I'm definitely 100% confident in those being my favourites, but the rest of them are all quite interchangeable because there's so many amazing new prints, amazing characters, some amazing new molds, and some really cool accessories. But let me know, everybody, which ones are your favorite minifigures, and also which Marvel characters would you love to see pop up in a collectible minifigure series in the future. For me personally, I'm dying for a Charlie Cox Daredevil. It's by far and away my dream LEGO minifigure, and I was so hopeful we'd get one for Born Again, but it looks like that's not going to be the case this year. But anyways, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.